Hey, it's Bennie. It's Bennie's come to visit us. Bennie Love. Bennie, welcome to a journey through NYC religions. My name is Tony Carnes, and I'm going to be your host.
Oh, how exciting.
Well, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, it's been, I don't know, a matter of minutes.
Minutes, but I mean, you know, Bennie, I thought you were in a different profession than appearing on camera.
Well, I mean, I'm just doing what God tells me to do, let my light shine, you know, share my gifts and talents, you know, because I am a gifted grifter.
I thought your talents. Wait a moment. Do you have any holes? I thought you didn't bring anything with you, right? No heavy metal?
No, I just brought a heart full of love for the people out here, and for you, my friend, my good friend, Tony. What was your last name?
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid
Okay.
of. I'm not going to tell you my last name. I'll give you my producer's name. By the way, I got to mention a couple of people that you might want to make note of. Brian, Stanley,
Brian, yeah.
Darylyn, Dale, and Richard.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. You put that down your
Thank
list.
you.
Now, you used to be known as a mafioso, but what's going on?
No, really. Listen, I was never. I kept failing the entrance exam for the mafia. Okay, really, I can't say that I ever. I couldn't whack the broadside of a barn. You know, I'm just too dysfunctional. I am. You know, they told me to rub some guy out. I gave him a massage. You know, they said, no, we want you to rub him out, not down. And then they told me to take some other guy out. I took him out for pizza. They said, no, we don't want you to take him out. I couldn't get it right. You know, they wanted me to remove my cousin once removed. I said, he's already been removed once. What I got to remove him again?
Let me get this straight. But you're here now.
But I'm here because I'm born again, mafioso, crooner for Christ, lounge singer for the Lord. Yeah.
When did this happen?
Just the other day. No, it happened a while back. You know, I was, you know, actually, I was so desperate to get into mafia. I asked God for help.
So we got to call you Holy Bennie now? I don't like that word holy around you.
Rev. They call me the Rev, you know, when I was doing my bid. I learned there's a lot of different kinds of love. There's what's the first kind of love? There is this
first love.
The first love. No, there's eros. You know,
Eros.
There's eros. You know, which is really more about Cupid and his bows and arrows. It's kind of an archery thing. But then there's Philly love, which is the love of Philly. You know, which I like Philly. Don't get me wrong. They got the Philharmonica. They got the Philly Mignon. They got Philly cheese.
In New Jersey,
but
right
I'm
next
not
door.
in like with Philly. You know, but there's a gape love.
A gape love?
Gape love is where you're agape at somebody.
I am agape. I'm agape with you here today. You know, we're with Bennie Love. Sometimes he goes by Vince Gerardi. Sometimes he goes by other names.
Oh.
So you see, at a journey through NYC religions, we cover every angle, every religion. What religions do you represent here today?
I don't represent no religion here. I'm talking about a relationship, you know, relationship with the Lord. I'm a lounge singer for the Lord, you know. Oh, the shark, babe. The good book. Oh, the good book has such truth there, and it keeps you pretty right, white.
I think we're
sharp
I think
as a
we got
two-edged
something going on.
sword is your word, Lord.
Oh, whoa.
And it keeps sin
Let's go.
out of sight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. What? Where did you get this music streak in you?
God told me, you know, I asked him, what do you want from me, you know? And he said, sing I said, what?
You had to
Sing? He said, yeah, sing, sing. I said, already did my bid.
You have to sing for your communion, you mean?
Oh, well, that was, you know, the whole bit about communion. See, when I was a kid, you know, the Catholic Church makes this big deal about communion because they believe it's the bread, and the bread and wine is actually the body and blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, you're not supposed to eat anything before communion. You know, you want to let Jesus get mixed up with your Cheerios or your Canadian bacon.
Well, I remember I had a friend in high school, and he went to Catholic school, and he drank all the wine. And he ran around the whole high school saying, I'm the holiest boy here.
You know, I identify, you know, in fact, I used to go to the 9:30 Mass, the 10:30, the 11:30,
They let you in?
5:30, then they had the 5:30 Mass.
Then when you
Anyway, this whole thing about communion, see, one time I had some toothpaste. I swallowed some toothpaste before communion.
Are you kidding?
I went to confession, you know, and see, because what the Catholic Church says is that the bread and wine becomes the body and blood of Jesus. They call it transubstantiation.
Yeah, that's
know?
right.
Right, but but the Lutherans believe in consubstantiation, which is when the bread and wine coexist with the body and blood.
I thought I heard the Catholics call that constipation.
Well, what I came to believe is transcontinental substantiation, with the bread and wine has to travel across the country to reunite with the body and blood.
Well, you know, now that you mentioned about travel, I see you brought some other people with you. Who? Now, wait a moment. You're a reformed mafioso, right?
I'm born again.
What does that mean?
Like I was never really a mafia guy. Believe me, I think the mafia gives organized crime a bad name. All right.
So you give crime a good name.
Yeah, because I have Asperger's. It's like I'm on the spectrum, so I break into people's houses and I reorganize them. You know, it's a service. It's really for the benefit of mankind.
You could come to my apartment and reorganize it.
Well,
how much will I lose if you do that?
No, I just take stuff you don't need.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's just like going into a bodega, which is Spanish for we don't have what you need.
So you take what you need, or take what I don't need?
No, I take what you don't need.
I'm totally confused.
Yeah.
But who is this other person here today?
No, there are many selves. I have an entire self.
Oh, the selves.
Yeah.
The whole gang came with you? Wait,
oh yeah.
I don't have any holes, do I?
Yeah. What's with the holes?
I'm just a little concerned about the heavy metal presence here.
No, I'm not. I guess I am wired. Okay, somebody take these wires off of me.
That's right. We need a little bit of extra juice on Benny here. Well, let me ask you. You also go by Vincent Gerardi, right?
Yeah. Well, that guy is overrated. Really. I mean.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Well, he came from the ranks of the relatively unknown to become totally non-existent.
That's pretty amazing. That's almost like nanotech. Are you into nanotech?
I don't know.
This is our science part of the program. Tell me a little bit about nanotech.
I never knew my nano, you know. I was like a single grandchild. I was a single grandchild in a...
Now, I heard...
See, my mother, God bless her, she was a bungee dancer at a strip mall. And I don't know who my real father was. He could have been any one of the many men my mother bounced with.
You're kidding. She's from Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah, from Brooklyn. I'm from fatherless Brooklyn. My mother, God bless her, she had to work 3 jobs just to get by. I mean, during the day, she worked as a para-illegal.
Para-illegal. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. We're not doing politics here.
She wasn't a crook.
We're not doing politics here.
She just did the books for them. You know, one time she undercooked the books. They were a little al dente. So they fired her.
Maybe we should have you come over and help our books.
She also sold books by the pound.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. People come in and say, you know, I'll have a pound of Faulkner, a half pound of Updike. How much is that Hemingway?
Oh my gosh! How much did Hemingway sell for?
She actually,
She
was one of the first people to start progressive dinners in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, she only
who joined
served
that?
what Democrats ate.
Only Democrat?
Yeah, I mean, if she was around today, she'd be serving civil rights Aroni, Duck Schumer, you know, Pasta Pelosi,
what would she do
impeachment pie.
What would she do with Trump?
I don't know. What does anybody know what to do with? You know, she had a bed or breakfast for mob bosses. She called it Casa Nostra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. People come in. She'd say, "You can eat or sleep. Make up your mind."
Oh my gosh! But at least you sort of got out of there alive, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was so deprived. I actually grew up wanting a piece of everybody. You know, that's how I became, you know, a narco-kleptic.
It sounds like you're a little Freudian.
I steal in my sleep. I'm a narco-kleptic.
Didn't you at one time hope to become a licensed social worker?
I started out in social work, but I wanted a saner. It was just too crazy. I needed a saner occupation to fall back on. So I went into show business.
Yeah, and what did that do for you?
I went back to social work.
Well, now I understand that in your
You heard of Doctors Without Borders. I'm with Social Workers Without Boundaries.
Oh, that sounds. Are you lost?
No, I mean I get fired a lot though.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have the ability to alienate entire groups of people, bosses and co-workers alike. Form united front to get rid of me. I think that takes leadership.
Well,
skills.
but I understand. You came in, and you said, you know, where's my vodka? And we gave you water. And you were
well, that's a gift. No, you changed the vodka into water. That is a gift.
I wish we're a journey through NYC religions, but we probably don't have those powers. You got those powers?
Well, Jesus had that power. You know, in fact, you know, on his resume, you know, if he was applying for a position as Messiah, they say, "Oh, change water to wine, and the wedding feast you fed 5,000. Have you thought of catering?"
I thought that was his backup profession. You know, caterer, winemaker.
I think he was a carpenter, right? He could have fallen back on, you know, and he made chairs and stuff. So.
Well, you still haven't told me about these guests that you brought with you. Who is that one over there in the corner?
Well, you really want to know?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just introduce. This is a good friend of mine. He is a kind of a spiritual guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. His name is Swami. Highly unlikely.
Oh, who are you?
Swami, highly unlikely. Through the use of conscious and self-consciousness, and you will come to the realization that we are all eternal in the eyes of office temporaries. But it is all karma, period. That's all there is to it. I'm much karma than I used to be.
Oh, where did we get this guy? We didn't invite you. What happened to Bennie Love?
We are all one. We are all one. You might say, doesn't this get crowded? That's not the meaning of we are all one. We are all one means that you are me.
You sound like an internal 12 steps.
You are me.
That's one step.
If you are me, then who the hell am I?
I don't know.
This is
I
not
think
the
you're
real
on third.
me. This is, even the real me is not real. That's how deep I am.
No, the real me is you.
But what is reality?
No, you. You, not me, you.
Reality is simply what is.
Now,
what is, isn't it?
That's I don't even know if I can even follow that profundity. I think the guest is momentarily stunned with the profundity of Swami highly unlikely. Yes, is that your name?
Yes.
Really?
And you are what you eat. My father was a potato.
Oh my gosh.
you know, people become physiologically addicted to food. They crave it as much as 3 times a day, but I don't. I go to McDonald's, I say, hold the pickle, hold lettuce, hold everything, because I don't eat meat.
So you're a Big Mac.
I won't even eat a vegetable that's taken out of the ground.
You had no aspirations to be a Big Mac?
No, I don't.
You're a Little Mac?
I would much prefer, I don't like the big. I am trying to achieve a state of desirelessness. You know, but how do you achieve a state of desirelessness? You have to really want it.
Now I hear...
But you can't really want it because that's desiring. So you kind of not want it. But who cares? You don't really want it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me ask you something. You're a Swami, which means you can really...
I'm kind of a guru-y guy.
Yeah,
You know, you want to learn some guru-y speech lessons? Say, Debbie is doing a demo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the guru-y speech lesson.
Now, I hear that this guy named Vince Gerardi has got some sort of act at a club coming up in January. Can you tell us about that?
January 28th, which will be before we are broadcast here.
January 28th, before we even broadcast, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely
you get to see this show before this podcast.
Well, we'll cut a little piece out and send it around the world.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
January 28th?
Yes.
Where?
At the Producers Club.
Producers Club?
358 West 44th Street in the Sonnet Room.
How do they get tickets to this, and how much are they?
You don't get tickets. It's a love offering. You come and bring your love.
That sounds like I won't get out with anything in my pocket by the time you're finished. By the way, what happened to Bennie Love? Is he coming back?
He can come back anytime.
Bennie, we need your help. We got this Swami unlikely.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why do you send this?
Nobody else in here. Who are you talking to?
Why do you send this Swami unlikely my way? It's highly unlikely.
I thought you need some spiritual, enlightenment. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you've been talking about that. You sort of left that mafioso stuff.
Yeah, yes, it's true. I've taken a turn for the right.
Oh, you become Trump?
No, I am,
Yeah, we're not, by the way, we're not political here. We're non-sectarian and nonpartisan. And just because our guest has fringed those boundaries quite a few times, that doesn't involve us, right?
Right. That's like,
I didn't put you up to campaign for Trump here.
Disclaimer there, I disclaim my material because it comes from God. He wrote it, so.
Oh. Well,
I give.
How's that for a scriptwriter? God for your scriptwriter, huh?
That's right. It all comes from Him.
You can't get any better than that. But what is this? This is this curious thing about Jesus. He said he talked in parables.
Yeah.
Because he wanted the people that didn't understand him not to understand him, and the ones that could understand to understand him. What's going on with that?
Well, I don't even understand that.
Yeah. Well. Well, he talks about that when you throw the seed, when he preaches and it fell on the good soil and the bad soil and the rocky soil.
The thorny, whatever.
So what did, when the seed came to you, what was it?
He said to me, sow the seed. I said, so what?
And, well, then he zapped you. Well, but let me ask you.
What?
You've changed since the last time I saw you. Yeah, you have. You're a different person. So how did this take place?
I've been doing a lot of therapy and
you did a little of this too, right?
No.
No?
No, I don't. Listen, that's another character. Okay. Before the pandemic, I just forgot who I was. After the pandemic, I didn't know how to handshake or anything. you know, then I just kind of got split down to all these different personalities, and I'm still trying to find out. I'm in group therapy, you know, me and 5 shrinks.
Well, let me ask you. I want to ask you something about contemporary times going on. You've heard about all of this anti-Semitism going around. Have you heard about that? You know, because we've got the war that's going on, and we've got tension, and people want to hit at Muslims or they want to hit at Jews. You know, how can we ever solve that? Does Bennie Love have a solution for you know, anti-Semitism, anti-Muslimism?
Oh, yeah. Love.
Yeah?
Love is the answer. To me, I'm sorry, Jesus is the answer to all our problems.
And how will you solve that problem?
Well, he said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my motto used to be do unto others, just that was it. But,
Before they do to you.
yeah, before they do what should, anyway. So if you would just, people would just take that into heart and think about the other guy, you know? I think there may be much less, you know, that violence. You know, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with violence as long as nobody get hurt, you know, but...
You know, I want to mention here that Journey is sort of a community of people. We have people that we interact with, and we interacted with somebody you might know, Reverend Hector Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine.
What life? Well, I think he's a good guy. Don't disillusion me.
He's a personal friend of God. You know, anybody who's a friend of God is...
Well, you know what? I mentioned to him that he got a real problem with anti-Semitism. And you know what he did? Is he went and reached out to Rabbi David Gelfand, who is a rabbi at Temple of Israel.
Okay.
Hector Sanchez is at Redeemer Presbyterian Church. And Reverend Gelfand and said, you know, why don't you come to our shul, our congregation, and talk to people about how you want to stand up for Jews who might be attacked. Mm-hmm. And Reverend Sanchez went and at least twice. Mm-hmm. And he also said that Redeemer Presbyterian Church there on the east side would do a prayer walk around every Jewish site praying for protection. You know, that they just wanted to do that. And he gave this talk. It was really moving. Reverend Rabbi Gelfand asked Hector to give a sort of sermon in the Temple of Israel. Mm-hmm. It was really very moving. Also, and Redeemer was one of the only churches that issue a statement against anti-Semitism in New York City. I've not heard of any others, except there is Shirley Struchen at St. Paul and St. Andrews United Methodist Church. Also, they did something. Mm-hmm. It's really, at this point, you know, in Manhattan and in all of New York, a lot of Jews are our neighbor. Mm-hmm. And so if we were going to love our neighbor, this is it. We got to do it now. So I just wanted to, you know, I know you know Reverend Sanchez, and I just wanted to bring them. And something else, Journeyers, I want to also give a shout out to Ari Goldman and Greg Khalil at the Columbia Journalism School. They're going to be giving a seminar for Columbia faculty that, from what I can see, is inspired by a Journey's approach to journalism, that is sympathetic objectivity. They call it, what they're doing is they're offering a seminar employing empathetic objectivity in the classroom. And Ari Goldman's an Orthodox Jew, and Greg Khalil is a Palestinian Christian. And they are really extending in their own way a Journey Through NYC's principle that we should report with sympathetic objectivity. If you want to know what that means, go to our website and you'll see what it means. It means approaching people first that we think everybody has an important story, even if we disagree with them. They have something to give to us. Just like Bennie Love here has something to give to us. We haven't discovered it yet, but we think it's coming.
We haven't figured it out yet.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Amy Adamczyk, who was our guest earlier at one of our programs, and she has done a worldwide study of abortion attitudes around the world, and she's just completing it, and I want to give a shout out for that really huge project she's done. And these are part of people that are part of the Journey community, because we're a community, and if you have any ideas or questions, I'll refer them to Bennie Love here, or we'll try to answer them.
Yes, well, I'm with the Lounge Singers for the Lord. We're not-for-profit organization. None of us is a profit. But I guarantee you, give your heart to Jesus, He'll give it back to you. Pressed down, running over, shaken but not stirred. Now,
you've got something coming up. I want to mention again to our community that if you want to see more of Bennie Love's wisdom, such as it is, it's available. It's available on 44th Street. Coming up when?
That's right. Thank you. 358 West 44th Street, January 28th. This is Sunday night, 7 o'clock. The Sonnet Room. Just come as you are.
Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Tony Carnes, your host for A Journey Through NYC Religions Television with Bennie Love, a.k.a. Vincent Gerardi.
Okay. We still here or we're still on?
Oh, you still on?
Are we
Wait a moment. Stop the cameras.
Wait, are we over? Is that it?
That's it.
I'm
Get
not
the hook.
done.
Watch
Wait.
out for the guillotine up above.
I'm sorry. I'm not done.
Oh, we're not done.
I'm not even marinated, okay? So.
Open the oven, turn up the heat. Bye.
Oh, wow. That went fast.